Greetings, wonderful well-beings. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Key, and today I want to talk about putting yourself first. Let me look into the camera here. Putting yourself first. So this is something that I struggle with for a really long time. The word selfish, and I don't even know if that's the word, but that's what we be using. That's the word we be using. We be pretty much demonizing the word selfish. Like, you put yourself first. Oh, you're a bad person. Oh my God, how could you? How could you just only think about yourself? And for a long time, I really kind of put myself down about it and felt really bad for just putting myself first. And you know, some people, you know, are very more open and really just try to give. Even if their cup is empty, they still be trying to give from an empty cup to people. And for me, I can't say that I did the same. I felt like for a long time, being in a very depressed and depleted place, I felt like I can't give you nothing. I'm sorry. I'd rather just be alone than to even try to give you something when I know I ain't got it, you know? And I feel like just some energies and people are just different. They just, you know, and I think it's this thing that is in our heads that we have to put people first before us to be a good person. Like, we have to just try to love people. That's what makes us good people, you know. Like, if we're not loving on other people, or like or not putting them first, or not caring about them, like, we're just bad people. And I think it's really been a kind of misconstrued way that we've been living and going about that. Because what I'm learning and what I know to be true now, and that's why I don't even care about feeling selfish or being selfish. I'm like, hey, if that's what I am, okay. Because I already know it's gonna be people like, how could you do that? Like, and you know, that was my internal self before, my ego saying that. And it really wasn't helping. It wasn't serving me in any type of way. And I was used to putting guys first, because I you know, I didn't have that many friends and stuff, so it was usually guys, relationships, putting relationships first, putting relationships before me, trying to put love before me. Which, that's the funny thing about that is, you can only give as much as you have, you know. And if your cup is depleted or half full and you really ain't got much to give, but then claiming you love somebody, how? You can only love them as much as you love yourself. That's all I'm saying. And a lot of us be thinking being obsessed with somebody or giving them all we got is love. Is what love is. I think that's just what a lot of us learned growing up, and just being overly giving, or even the opposite, overly needy. Like, we just feel like that's love. I'm giving you my all. That's love, you know? And it comes to think of it now, like, realizing that it's really not. If you're not putting yourself first and loving yourself first, if there's things in life that you still want and you're not putting that vision first, basically putting God first. When you put yourself first, and when you're really putting yourself first, putting God first, putting that vision that you have in your mind first, and not letting anything distract you, and really staying focused, you know. And that's hard. It is hard too, because we want things, especially we want love. We want to be loved and supported and cared for. But it's like, and then when you put yourself first, it's like the ones who felt entitled to your energy, they get butthurt. They're like, how could you take your energy away from me? Like, real entitled. You really see, when you start putting yourself first and putting God first and your vision first, the people that really feel like you you changed, or you acting funny just because you're loving yourself and you're really becoming committed to your vision. And now they have all these, I mean, that'll just really show you your true people, your true tribe, your true team, for real. If they still stick by and really support you, you know, and really still fuck with you, and you really can feel like a genuine, authentic, like, love from them, and they're not just hanging around just to wait for your come up, you know. I mean, you know, that happens too. But anyway, you know how it is. Like, the people that's really fucking with you for you is gonna stick around. And you won't have to give them nothing, because if they're putting themselves first and God first in their lives, then they shouldn't even be wanting to need anything from you. Everything should always be coming from a heart space, not out of a space out of need, not out of space of entitlement. It should be really a heart space, like, I fuck with you, I like you, you bring value to me, not money. You ain't gotta have sex. You don't have to give money. Inner value, when you really appreciate a person's inner value. Like, I love talking to you. You inspire me. I thank you for supporting me. Like, these inner values, like, and that really kind of show you who's down for you, who's with you, like, and not trying to use you or get something from you, you know. And I've been talking to a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of us struggle with that, putting other people before us, putting other things before us, not just people. Sometimes just all kind of other things, distractions, just putting distractions before our vision, you know. And that's why I think it's super important to have a vision. It's super important to have a focus, at least one focus, you know, in your mind. Like, I want this to happen, you know. I have this vision in my mind, in my consciousness, that I want to see come to fruition. That means you have to focus. You have to plant those seeds, stay consistent. And it's interesting too, because the further you go up, you know, even if you're alone right now, when you start coming up and people start seeing it, and even if they ain't seeing it, they gon' smell it. They gon' see your vibe, especially if you were around all the time giving people your energy. They gonna be like, oh, what's their name? Like, they went missing. Like, where they at? You know, they used to be around all the time. You know, we used to be able to, you know, drain their energy. And we used to, you know, they used to be here all the time. Now they're gone, and people gonna start looking for you. Like, what's up with you? Where you at? You know, what you up to? You know, like, and even strangers, like, not even strangers, but anybody, when you start really coming up and focusing on you and putting your energy on you, people are gonna start popping out the woodwork. And some don't even know why. They just know that your energy, when they think about you, they want to call you, because they feeling like something's different with you, you know. You focused, you know, you ain't distracted no more. Like, you on the come up, you know. And you're gonna start attracting a lot. You're gonna start attracting things that you probably always wanted in life. Even if it, like, you got that one vision, but there might be other things that you wanted that's not, you know, not exactly to that vision that you want, but like just other things. Like, say you want a relationship or whatever, all type of stuff. You're gonna start attracting everything that you want once you start focusing on you and that vision, and actually, like, feeling good and a good vibration, and feeling like you are that person already that you want to be. When you start feeling those vibes every day and you really focusing on you and feeling good, you're gonna start manifesting so much. Everything is gonna start attracting to you. And that's where it comes in, where it's like you still got to continue to choose yourself. And I feel like that could be the hard part, because it's like you can find yourself in a comfort zone. Like, well, you know, oh, well, I got this job now, it's paying pretty good, or I got this relationship, you know, they're cool, I really like them, you know, or I got this apartment, like, I'm good now, like, you know, basically getting a content place. But you ain't really got the vision that you want, but you got things that you feel comfortable with now. So it can kind of distract you and, like, take you kind of off course, you know, and not even, like, stay ambitious and going towards your vision when that happens, you know, because it's gonna happen. Good things are just gonna keep happening, and you can, like I said, fall in that place of just comfort. Like, yo, I have things that I've always wanted now, like, and then completely get blindsided, you know, by those things, and stop going towards the vision. Man, You know what I just thought of? The Alchemist. If anybody ever read The Alchemist, that's exactly the moral of that book. That's the moral of the story. He went to find these treasures. I'm sorry if y'all ain't read the book, but spoiler alert. He went to go find these treasures. He set off on this quest, and he found, like, he fell in love, found a beautiful girl, like, fell in love, a beautiful community, a beautiful home. Like, he wasn't looking for that, but he, you know, found these great things. Like, he fell in love, community, all the great things, right? But that vision, what he really set out for in the beginning, wasn't met yet. So he had to keep going. Even though, you know, he fell in love and met this girl and, you know, was in this great place, he couldn't give up on that vision. He couldn't give up on that vision. He couldn't just get complacent and be like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here at the crib with my girl. Now we good. We just gonna start a family. You know, we good. Because that wasn't his ultimate vision. That wasn't the vision that God implanted in him in the first place, that even started him on that quest. That wasn't it. Even though it was good, it was nice, it wasn't the main vision. So yeah, that's really it, man. That book just popped up in my head, but that's exactly what it is. He had to keep on that quest and find that treasure, that seed that God planted in him, that vision. When he set off on his quest, it wasn't met yet. You know, he had to keep going, and hopes that the girl of his dreams would be there when he came back. You know, like, you know, and if she ain't, then she did what, you know, she just wasn't the one. You know, because if it's like kind of like, if you can't, I ain't saying you should wait on somebody, but still, like, if somebody have a vision, you shouldn't try to stop them from reaching that vision. Like, no, stay here with me. Why are you going? You know, and that's how you know who really with you, who really love you. The girl, like, oh, go, baby, go find your treasure, baby, go. I love you. I'm gonna stay here. You go find your treasure, like, you know. But somebody who's like, nah, how could you? You have everything here. Why would you go and try to find that? Because that's what God put in him. And if somebody don't understand that ain't, you know, just, that's all I'm saying. If somebody don't understand that, your focus and your vision, and got a problem with it, that just shows you, like, yeah, look at that. Just keep going. Stay focused on your vision, and let whoever be butthurt, but your tribe and the right people are gonna, you know, gonna stick with you no matter what. And that's the real family. That's your real family. Even if your blood family ain't sticking with you through the whole way, your real family gonna be there. God's gonna provide. You gonna be loved the entire way, especially when you on that quest to that vision. God's gonna bring strangers in your life. Like, you gonna be supported and taken care of the whole way, you know.
What's that?
So that's all, man. Yeah, I was just inspired to make that video about, you know, putting yourself first, and kind of like putting your inner self first, you know, not in a selfish way. I guess a selfish way would be putting your, like, flesh first, but putting yourself first, as in putting God first, is not selfish, and it's what you're here for. This is what we're here for. Like, and all these distractions don't mean nothing, you know. And the right ones gonna understand that. You feel me? So thank you guys for watching. You already know, we winning wellness. Put your crowns on and keep your crowns on, because we winning. You dig? Love yourself, man, first. Keep that vision. You dig? Oh yeah. You know, man. All right. Love you guys. You guys take care. Peace.